Hi everyone, Gray Power 60 here. So I just thought I'd show you what I've been up to. I've been looking at the flip books and I decided to make not a mini one, but a 4x4 rather than a 6x6, or rather than a 3.5 by 2.5 ATC card size. So I cut these white cardstock cards. I don't know how big I'm going to make it, but right now what I'm going to do is make a few. Let's get rid of this paper so you can see it better. A few envelopes with my punch, and what I like is that the envelope fits my 4x4s. So, and this one I just used some pretty paper here. So I'm just going to show you how I did it with my punch. I'm so glad I picked this up. This is 1, 2, 3 punch boards. We are memory keepers. And I love that it has all of these directions. So if you want to make an envelope, if you want to make a bow, or if you want to make little boxes. I haven't quite mastered it. I've done a couple of boxes, but I haven't really mastered it yet. But that's to come. So the first thing I have to do is what I had to do to make the envelope is come over here and look, and look at the card size. So my card size is 4x4, and 4x4 I need 7-inch paper, and then it shows me where to go on the punch guide. So put that aside here. Hope it doesn't jiggle. I've got my camera on that wiry thing, so I hope it doesn't, wiggle around too much. So I've got this paper. It's double-sided, 12 by 12. I just picked this one up, and I think I'm going to use the lighter side because if it's an envelope, I want to be able to put, a label on it. So I'm going to take my paper cutter. Use words, Donna. Use words, as I say to my grandsons. It's going to be a little bit out of range, and if I move the camera, it's going to bounce all over the place. So forgive me for that while I just cut out my paper, and I got to make sure it's right on 7 inches. Alrighty. Sorry, it's gonna wiggle. I should have put it on the tripod. I may end up doing that, my little mini tripod. And I need this 7 by 7. So we'll do this again. Oops, yeah, it's gonna jiggle, Yeah, I think that was the best investment for me. One of the things that I bought myself was this 1, 2, 3 punch. I like it a lot. So, because I want this to be the outside, I flip it over in order to do the scoring. And according to the envelope guide on the 4x4, I need to start at 3.5. So I measure at 3.5. And then you punch down to make the indent, and then I take my, what do you call these things, bone thingy, to score. Bone scorer? I don't know, what do you call them? To score. Now you won't be able to see it on here because it's too many colors, but basically what I'm doing is I'm putting the punch here to make the indent on here, and I'm scoring so that I will be able to fold there. So that's the first one, and then we rotate it counterclockwise, punch again, and go down. I could also go down the other side to save me time, which is the envelope line, but I won't bother there. and then punch and score. And one last time, punch and score. And there you'll see, maybe, I don't know if you'll be able to see these indents. And that is it for my envelope. And then all I have to do is glue the corners up. But before I do that, I'm going to round with I have this little thing. It doesn't work as well as I want it to, but it's a corner rounder, and it gives me that nice little edge here and there. It's just that every once in a while it sticks. It's very annoying. And one more time. See, it just doesn't give me that quite perfect, so I'll use that edge to fold in. Oops, sorry, see? I have to find a better way. So all I'm doing is folding up on the score lines, and there is my envelope. And what I'm going to do is use my glue here to just glue it together, not bring in some scraps. Oh man, sorry about the jiggling, guys. And there is my envelope, so that when I'm ready to put my little flip book in there, it will fit nicely, because it gives me a little bit of room so that I can use this to mail, and then I'll be able to put the label and stuff on there. And that is how I make my envelopes for my different size cards. So I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to start decorating and designing and deciding what I'm going to do with these cards. So I've got 5 of them, and I'm just going to just sit here for a minute. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to sit down and decide what pattern I want to use. I have these 6x6 papers that I find are very, very thin. These are the Forever in Time ones. They're 6x6, and it's just, and there's 30 sheets. This is Garden Party. These are very thin, so I don't mind cutting these and putting them, you know, putting them on here to give it that pretty background. And then I might watercolor. I don't know. I might do some sketching and do some watercolor. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I never know what I'm going to do until I start playing with it. Now, where did I put my garbage? Oh, it's over there. Alrighty, so I'll let you go for now, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.